Hey guys, Cody Wilson, the assistant coach. Today I'm bringing you what's going to be one of my favorite videos. I already know it's going to be one of my favorites. In case you guys hadn't figured out already, O-line is my sweet spot. That's my niche. That's the position I played the most. That's the position I've coached the most. And today I'm giving you some combo calls. So when the O-line have to work together, they need to communicate. And I teach these calls to my guys so that whenever they're out on the field, they can make these calls and they know what's going on. Now, I would like for them to make these calls every single play, every single time that they're doing them, but they don't always do that, and that's okay. As long as they get to the right guys, that's good. But it comes in especially handy when I have a kid who gets hurt, gets injured, is out of the lineup, and I have to throw a young guy in there with not a lot of experience. If he knows these combo calls, he doesn't have to know the play. My older, more veteran guys around him can make the call, and he should know what to do, and it helps him out a lot. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into these calls. So I split mine up by the type of play that we're doing. So first, I've got zone over here on the board, and I split zone up into ace, deuce, and Trey. So let's say that we're running zone to the right. If I want the guard and the tackle to work together on their combo block on, say, a 4-eye, working up to a backer, well, that is going to be our deuce block. It's in the B gap with the guard and the tackle. If I want that block to instead be with the center and the guard, okay, that is an ace block. If we've got a nose right here and we're running zone and we want to get this combo over to the linebacker, that is an ace block. If there happened to be a tight end in the game, same thing would be true here. If those two guys are working together out there, that's going to be a Trey. So everybody knows that ace, deuce, and Trey are the combos for the center and the guard and the tackle and the tight end, and they know when they hear that, they know that it's a zone play, and they know where it's happening. If it's in the A, the B, or the C gap, where the combo is happening. So that's our zone combos. Now, we'll do some more work later on exactly how those combos take place, but this is about the verbiage and the terminology. So that's how we do zone combos. Then when we're talking about gap combos, we have a couple of words for that too. We've got cog, gat, and ted. Okay? Gat is really the most popular one of them. It's guard and tackle. Okay, we have, say, a 3 technique here. Okay, gat, gat, gat. And we've got this hard double team combo going down to a backside linebacker. Okay, so we know when we hear gat, that's the kind of thing that we're looking for. It's a different kind of double team, and we're going to a backside linebacker instead of a play side linebacker like we would on zone. Okay, so that would be our gat. If it were cog, okay, cog is more common if we were running like counter. Okay, if we were running counter and these guys are pulling and we had a nose right here, center and the guard, comboing down to the backside linebacker. So that would be cog. And then ted is for the tight end. Okay, again, if we've got an inside, let's say that he's in a 5. Okay, let's say we got the end there, the walk down. They're in a under front. We're going to get the block down here. We want to get the double here to the backside linebacker. That's going to be our ted block. So again, zone is ace, deuce, and Trey. Gap is cog, gat, and ted. Okay. For essentially, ted means tight end down. That's basically where ted came from. Cog, cag would probably fit this pattern a little better, but that sounded worse. Center and guard and tackle, tight end down. That's kind of the thought process that I had for it. So we've got zone, we've got the gap doubles, and those gap doubles work whether it's power, whether it's counter. And I don't run a lot of duo, but I would assume we could use the same thing if we're running duo. Okay, next we've got our pin and pull series. So pin and pull, we've got somebody blocking down and somebody pulling around to the play side. That's the difference there. So that combo would be like this. I'm going to start on the outside because that's what most likely happens if you have a tight end in the game. This is most likely how you're going to run pin and pull in the combo that's going to happen most often. So if we're getting the tight end blocking down and the tackle pulling out, that's an eat. In, down, tackle, around. I know you got to do a little bit of kind of like some word ninja voodoo stuff there to do that, but in, down, tackle, around. Okay, that's how we come up with that. So the end is down, tackle is pulling around on the edge on the perimeter there. Okay, let's say that end lined up a little bit wider. Okay, he's out here, and the tight end is going to base block him, and we've got the 3-tech right here. Well, then that's going to change, and that's going to be our tag. Tackle down, guard around. Whichever way he gets in there, that's tackle down, guard around. Okay, that's how we do the tag. Now, you'll see obviously there, this is not one that I have run really ever, so my name doesn't really fit in very well with it, but if any of you guys have spent any time trying to make the verbiage and stuff happen and be down without having a lot of exceptions or anything or making it too technical, you run into some stuff that just doesn't fit in family of words sometimes, and this is one of those. For me, a Charlie block. Now, firstly, you've got to have a center that can do this, and at the high school level, I've not had a whole bunch of them that can. And by not have a whole bunch, I've had maybe one. In the last 6-7 years, I've done high school ball, and then when you include the college ball, I've had maybe 2 that can do that in the time that I've done that. So, again, if we had the nose here, and for whatever reason we wanted to get this kind of pull, okay, that would be our Charlie, okay, because the center, C, has got to get on his horse and go, Charlie. All right, so we've done zone, we've done gap, we've done pin and pull. Now, the other 2 variations of blocks that we have calls for that we use most often are the fold and the wrap. Now, that doesn't mean that this is everything that I have, but this is what is left on the ones that come up most often. Now, these are backside blocks. Okay, so we've got a play running to our left here, and this is a backside block. You could, if you have a hard time, if this guy's in a tight shade here and you have a hard time getting your guard over on perhaps, say, zone, we're running zone, or anything else that you'd be scooping on the backside, you can do the fold block. Okay, so let's say we've got a backer here. We can block back and pull through right here. Kind of like power, but it's just between the center and the guard. He's not pulling way around the guard and the tackle on the play side. We're not pulling way over here. We're just pulling into the A-gap, leading up on the linebacker, creating a little bit of an ISO look. And building off of that, the same thing would be true for our wrap. Okay, I like to do the wrap sometimes when we've got games going on the backside. And I hadn't used this one recently, but several years ago, this was a big one for me, especially 4 eyes, and maybe with the tight front now that people are doing, maybe this is something that I'll come back to, but I haven't seen a lot of tight front in my league here as of late. But wrap would be tackle wrap. It's going to be the same idea that we'd block back with the guard and wrap in for a linebacker here with our tackle. Okay, so that's what we got. We've got our zone, Ace, Deuce, and Trey. We've got our gap, Cog, Gat, and Ted. We've got pin and pull as our eat and our tag, and then on the rarest of occasions, we run Charlie, and then our others are fold and wrap. And again, there are some others in there that come up from time to time, but these, if I had to say what our base calls are, these are it. And this is exactly what I give my linemen when we get started and we do an offensive line manual in the spring or over the summer. These are things that I give my kids, and I give it to them in, you know, kind of like a vocabulary kind of set, and I give it to them for a week or 2 and have them, you know, learn and read over it, and I give them a quiz so that they've got to learn these things. You know, just like anything else. If they're struggling in math class, they need to understand the words that are being used. If they're in science class and they don't understand the words, they can't be successful. If they're out on the football field and they're not successful, it doesn't necessarily mean that they can't be physically. They might be mentally. They don't know what's going on. So we got to make sure that we coach them up mentally, and this is one of the ways that I do that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know that I did. This is, again, one of my favorite things that I really enjoy is talking offensive line play. I hope you got a lot out of it. If you did, please make sure that you like down here somewhere, that you share it. And if you're seeing this on YouTube, please hit the bell so that you can get notifications next time a video comes up. I'm trying to make sure that I get them coming to you a little bit more frequently now, and I'm trying to provide you the best content that I can. And just, you know, a personal note, that's something that I'm working on. It's hard, and I'm wanting this to work, and you know, sometimes life happens, and it's hard to get that stuff out there to you guys, but something that I really want to do. I want to be able to help you guys and serve you, be the best coaches you can be. If you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment sections below. Please send me a DM, send me a message, email, text. You know, find us on our other platforms. We've got Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. We got CoachTube. I want to help y'all. I want to get to know y'all. I want to help y'all with what you need. If there's anything that you want to see coming up content-wise, let me know. Help feed and drive that content, because I want to give things that are useful to you guys. I don't want to just do random stuff. Maybe this is stuff that you guys all know already, and maybe I'm behind the times. But I want to do things that are going to help you. So again, Cody Wilson, the assistant coach. I'm here to help and serve you, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. Peace.